What if the most breathtaking arrivals in Monaco weren't the supercars, but the women stepping out of them? In a city where wealth feels limitless and every corner looks like a movie set, there's one moment that always stops people in their tracks: the arrival of Monaco's most gorgeous girls in luxury cars worth more than some American homes. Ferrari V12s, McLaren hybrids, custom Lamborghinis. These machines roar through the narrow streets like rolling pieces of art. But what truly steals the spotlight isn't the horsepower. It's the elegance, confidence, and style of the women behind the doors. Their presence turns a simple arrival into a statement, a moment that makes every tourist reach for their phone and every local pause for a second look. Today, we're taking you closer than ever into this world of beauty, glamour, and automotive perfection. You'll see how timing, fashion, attitude, and pure luxury blend together to create one of Monaco's most iconic daily scenes. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, because what happens next will show you a side of Monaco most people never get to witness. And one moment might surprise you more than you expect. Stay with me. Have you ever noticed that the most unforgettable arrivals in Monaco always seem to happen at the same moment of the day? There's a reason for that, a secret rhythm that only the most stylish women and the most dedicated supercar owners understand. It's the golden hour, that magical window of time when the sun hangs low, turning the sky into soft shades of gold and orange and transforming every car surface into a mirror of pure luxury. During this hour, the streets surrounding Casino Square look less like a public road and more like a curated runway. The warm glow reflects off carbon fiber spoilers, gloss black roofs, and custom paint jobs worth more than some penthouses in major US cities. And then, almost as if on cue, the women arrive. Their silhouettes appear through the tinted windows, their outfits glowing under the natural spotlight that no studio could ever recreate. What makes this moment so powerful isn't just the beauty of the cars or the elegance of the women, it's the combination. The golden hour softens every edge, elevates every detail, and turns even the simplest movement, like opening a car door, into something cinematic. Photographers from around the world know it. Influencers time their steps perfectly. Even casual tourists can sense it, suddenly finding themselves holding their breath as a new arrival rolls in. The women who know Monaco best use this moment intentionally. They choose this hour because it gives them the kind of presence that feels effortless, yet unforgettable. Their arrival becomes a living postcard, one that millions wish they could experience in person. But here's the part most people don't realize. The golden hour doesn't just create beauty, it exposes status. The way the light hits a custom paint job reveals details invisible during the day. The subtle shine on a bracelet or handbag suddenly becomes a message. And the soft glow on a confident smile tells a story far deeper than the moment itself. And as the sun keeps sinking, something even more captivating begins to unfold. A shift in the atmosphere that only Monaco's elite truly understand. And it's something we're about to explore next. What if the cars these women arrive in aren't just luxury, but rare mechanical artworks you can't simply order or find anywhere else? In Monaco, the supercars that pull up to Casino Square aren't the same models you see cruising down Los Angeles, Miami, or New York. These machines are different: limited runs, custom builds, and special edition hypercars that many collectors spend years trying to track down. A McLaren in Monaco might not be a standard production model. It could be a one-off MSO, McLaren Special Operations customization, with a paint formula so unique it cost over $50,000 just for the color. A Ferrari might not be a regular V8 or V12 model, but a tailor-made version designed directly with Ferrari's personalization studio in Italy. Some Lamborghinis here have carbon packages, stitching, or aerodynamic upgrades that don't appear in any catalog. These aren't cars, they're signatures. And that's exactly why they complement the women stepping out of them. The cars symbolize individuality, exclusivity, and identity, the same qualities the women themselves project. When a gorgeous girl steps out of a rare Aston Martin or a hyper-limited Bugatti, it's not just a stunning moment. It's a statement of alignment with a lifestyle only a select few truly understand. Many people assume these cars belong to someone else, a boyfriend, a husband, a billionaire friend. But the truth in Monaco is far more surprising. Some women are entrepreneurs. Some are digital creators earning more than traditional businesses. Some come from dynasties with names you'd never recognize unless you were part of the same world. And others simply rent the cars, not out of necessity, but because changing the vehicle is part of the appearance strategy. And here's the hidden dynamic. Certain cars are chosen specifically because of how they look under Monaco's lighting and architecture. A chrome finish might reflect the coastline. A matte black Lamborghini becomes a shadow gliding through the narrow streets. A pearl white Ferrari glows like it's alive. But what these arrivals reveal about personal style, beyond horsepower, badges, and exclusivity, is even more surprising. And it begins to show the moment the door opens. Why do the women arriving in Monaco look effortlessly elegant even when they're surrounded by cars worth millions? It's because they follow a fashion code that the world's wealthiest circles know well: silent luxury, the art of dressing in a way that whispers confidence without ever needing loud logos or flashy branding. In Monaco, the most gorgeous girls step out of supercars wearing outfits that appear simple at first glance, but every detail reveals refinement. Clean silhouettes, flawless tailoring, neutral tones that photograph perfectly in both daylight and golden hour. Soft materials, cashmere, silk, fine cotton that move naturally as they walk. Nothing screams for attention, yet everything holds attention. American audiences often associate luxury with bold designer names, but in Monaco's elite culture, the true signal is subtlety. A minimalist dress paired with a micro-luxury accessory, a handcrafted bracelet, a limited-release clutch, or a pair of sunglasses sold only in select European boutiques communicates far more than a giant logo ever could. This style is intentional. These women know that when they step out of a Lamborghini or Ferrari, the contrast between mechanical power and gentle elegance creates visual magic. Their fashion becomes an extension of the car's design, sleek, polished, iconic. But silent luxury isn't just about clothing. It's about posture, rhythm, and presence. The way they close the car door gently instead of slamming it. The way they hold their handbag with one relaxed hand. The way they walk with measured confidence, never rushed, never stiff. Even their hair and makeup follow this quiet luxury philosophy. Soft waves, natural tones, flawless skin that glows under Monaco's sunlight. To the untrained eye, it seems simple. But to those who study elite cultures, there's nothing accidental about it. Every choice is calculated to create an image, refined but approachable, powerful yet feminine, glamorous but never overwhelming. And here's the most fascinating part. Silent luxury doesn't reveal who they are. It hides who they might be. Because behind every minimalist outfit in Monaco lies a story, one that becomes clearer the moment they take their first step onto the pavement. And that story is about to get even more intriguing. What if simply stepping out of a car could reveal more about a person's status than any speech, outfit, or accessory ever could? In Monaco, that moment, the precise second a woman opens the door of a luxury car and places her heel on the pavement, is more than an arrival. It's a ritual, a carefully mastered display of confidence, elegance, and silent influence. Most people think exits are spontaneous, but the women of Monaco know better. Their arrival is a sequence. The door opens just enough to tease a silhouette. One graceful leg steps out, polished heel touching the ground with purpose. The posture straightens, the shoulders relax, and suddenly, the entire scene looks like a frame from a Hollywood film. Even the way they adjust their sunglasses or sweep their hair behind one ear sends a non-verbal message. I belong here. This ritual didn't appear by accident. It evolved naturally within a culture where image is currency. In a city where billionaires, celebrities, and royalty cross paths daily, presence matters. People observe, compare, and remember. And the women arriving in supercars know they have only a few seconds to create an impression that lasts longer than the engine's echo. The ritual is also about control, controlling the moment, the environment, and the narrative. A smooth, unhurried exit communicates calm in a place where pressure often hides beneath the surface. It says, I'm not competing, I'm simply existing at this level. And that's exactly why the moment feels so powerful. Even tourists who know nothing about luxury culture can sense it. Conversations pause, cameras lift. The entire square seems to slow down for a brief second as the woman emerges fully into the scene, aligned perfectly with the car behind her. But here's where it becomes even more fascinating. The ritual doesn't end when both feet hit the pavement. Something subtle happens next, something that reveals far more about who she truly is and why her presence in Monaco carries so much weight. And that hidden layer is what we're about to uncover in the next part. Why do the most stunning women in Monaco always seem to appear in the same iconic places, almost as if these locations are part of a script? Because in Monaco, where you arrive can be just as important as how you arrive. Every destination tells its own story, and the women who understand this world choose their hotspots with precision. The first, and most famous, is Casino Square. This isn't just a meeting point, it's Monaco's front row stage. Anyone who arrives here instantly enters an unspoken spotlight. The backdrop of the Hôtel de Paris, the legendary casino steps, and rows of supercars create a scene that feels larger than life. For many women, this is the place to make a statement. Poised, polished, unforgettable. Then there's the Café de Paris terrace, where elegance meets relaxation. Women who choose this spot aren't trying to show off, they're signaling confidence through calm. They step out of their luxurious car and blend into an atmosphere filled with quiet conversations, French pastries, and the subtle hum of wealth. It's soft power, the kind that doesn't need attention but naturally attracts it. Down by the harbor, Port Hercule offers a different kind of arrival. Here, super yachts worth hundreds of millions line the water, and the women who appear in this area often come from families, businesses, or circles connected to global finance, motorsport, or old money dynasties. Arriving here says one thing: this world is familiar, not foreign. And then there's La Voto Beach, where the vibe shifts to effortless, sunlit luxury. The women who step out of supercars here mix glamour with a laid-back coastal mood. It's beauty without trying, a lifestyle that feels both aspirational and surprisingly natural. But behind each of these hotspots lies something deeper, a coded language of status, story, and identity. Because the choice of location doesn't just reveal where they are, it hints at who they are. And the moment they start walking, leaving the cars behind, an even more intriguing layer begins to unfold in Monaco's luxury universe. What if the real story behind Monaco's most gorgeous arrivals isn't the supercar, but the small details most people never notice? Because in Monaco's luxury ecosystem, the women who step out of million-dollar machines know one thing. True status is revealed through the quiet details, the ones only a trained eye can decode. While the world focuses on the car itself, insiders pay attention to the signals that follow. The first? The watch. A slim, diamond-set timepiece from a Swiss atelier that doesn't advertise on billboards. Many Americans recognize big brands, but Monaco's elite favor limited production models, pieces that require an invitation list, not just money. Next is the handbag. Not the obvious designer logos seen in US cities, but micro-edition pieces made in quantities of fewer than 100 worldwide. Soft leather, rare stitching patterns, craftsmanship so refined it can take one artisan several weeks to complete. These aren't bags, they're heirlooms. Then there's jewelry. Subtle, elegant, and intentionally understated. A bracelet that looks simple until the sunlight hits it, revealing stones so rare that each one had to be individually certified. A pair of earrings that might appear minimal, but only exist in a handful of boutiques across Europe. Even their perfume choice speaks volumes. Not mainstream fragrances, but niche scents from houses that craft fewer than a few thousand bottles a year. A passing breeze carries a note of amber or iris, and suddenly you understand. This isn't accidental. But perhaps the most telling detail is their energy, calm, confident, and composed. They're not rushing, not looking around nervously. Their walk has rhythm. Their pauses have intention. Their entire presence communicates someone used to being noticed, yet never needing to ask for it. These subtle indicators form a portrait more accurate than any car badge or designer label. They show whether she's an entrepreneur, an heiress, a creative powerhouse, or someone whose influence stretches far beyond Monaco's borders. And just when you think you've understood their quiet signals, a new dynamic begins to appear. One that reveals the unspoken competition happening right in front of the cameras. And it's far more fascinating than most people ever realize. What if every elegant arrival in Monaco wasn't just a moment, but a quiet competition happening right before our eyes? Because while no one says it out loud, the women stepping out of luxury supercars are part of an unspoken contest. One based on style, presence, and timing, not rivalry or ego. It's a subtle game that only the most observant visitors can detect. The competition begins the second the car rolls in. The color choice matters. A pearl white Ferrari might catch the sunlight differently from a matte black Lamborghini. Some women choose colors that blend with Monaco's architecture. Others pick tones that explode against the background, creating instant visual drama. And everyone watching feels it. Someone just made an entrance. Next comes the walk. It's not exaggerated, it's controlled elegance. Some walk with a Hollywood smooth confidence. Others move with a soft, effortless glide, almost as if they float across the pavement. Each woman's stride becomes her signature, and the cameras naturally follow the one who owns her moment without trying too hard. Even the pause matters. A slight turn of the head, a gentle smile, a quiet glance toward the harbor. These micro-movements create a kind of gravity, and people around them feel pulled in. Tourists record. Photographers adjust their lenses. Influencers pick their angles. What makes this competition so fascinating is that no one is trying to outshine anyone else. Instead, each woman expresses her own version of luxury. Bold, soft, mysterious, refined, playful, or powerful. Monaco becomes the ultimate stage where every style finds a spotlight. And sometimes, without speaking a single word, one woman unintentionally steals the moment. A perfect blend of timing, sunlight, outfit, and attitude turns her arrival into the scene that travels across Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube for days. But the competition doesn't end there, because once all eyes are already on them, something else begins to influence the atmosphere. Something bigger than style, timing, or the car they drive. And that hidden force becomes impossible to ignore in the next chapter of Monaco's luxury world. Have you ever wondered why a single arrival in Monaco can go viral within minutes, even if no one knows the woman's name? It's because the moment she steps out of a luxury car, she's not just in front of locals, she's in front of the world. Monaco is one of the most photographed places on Earth, and every day thousands of tourists flood Casino Square, Port Hercule, and Lavoto Beach with phones ready to capture something extraordinary. For them, a gorgeous woman stepping out of $1 million supercar feels like witnessing a real-life movie scene. One quick recording becomes a TikTok highlight. A single photo becomes an Instagram magnet. And within hours, her moment circulates globally, even if she never intended it. Then come the street photographers, a group of creators who treat Monaco like their personal studio. They know the timing, the lighting, the hot spots. When a stunning arrival happens, they instinctively frame the shot. The luxury car, the background, the sunlight on her hair, the movement of her dress. Their lenses turn ordinary seconds into cinematic frames that travel across social media faster than any advertisement. Influencers and YouTubers also play a major role. Many travel to Monaco specifically for these scenes, hoping to capture content that blends beauty, luxury, and the city's iconic aesthetic. Some women even use this attention strategically, choosing certain cars or outfits because they know how they'll appear on video. A subtle detail like a pastel dress, gold bracelet, or sleek hairstyle can suddenly become the signature look that millions recognize. But what makes these moments truly powerful is that they feel authentic. Nothing is staged, nothing is forced. A woman opens a car door, steps into the light, and instantly becomes part of Monaco's globally admired identity. Yet, behind all the cameras and attention lies something deeper, something that defines Monaco itself. Because the true magic isn't just the cars, or the beauty, or the videos. It's what these moments reveal about a city where elegance, wealth, and mystery blend into one unforgettable atmosphere. And that atmosphere becomes even more fascinating as we move into the final conclusion of this story. Monaco is more than a destination. It's a living stage where beauty, precision, and luxury merge into unforgettable moments. The women who arrive in these extraordinary supercars aren't just stepping into a city, they're stepping into a global spotlight. Every detail, from the glow of the golden hour, to the quiet elegance of their fashion, to the subtle confidence in their movement, becomes part of a larger story that only Monaco can tell. These moments captivate millions because they offer a glimpse into a world where perfection feels almost effortless. A world where style becomes language, where presence becomes identity, and where every arrival reflects a lifestyle few ever get to experience up close. And yet, through videos like this, that world becomes just a little more visible, a little more real. If you enjoyed diving into Monaco's breathtaking luxury culture, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next episode. We're just getting started, and the most spectacular scenes, the ones the world talks about but rarely sees, are still ahead. Thank you for watching, and welcome deeper into the world where elegance meets power.